Welcome back to the grind for my very first Sersi fight in War, and it's going to be one of the mini bosses on node 51. Now, this node, or this fight, has Conflictor, so every 7 seconds the next debuff is going to actually be purified and give her power. It's also got Combat Deja Vu prowess, and every time they get a prowess, they're also going to get a little buff or passive that is going to increase their damage through the block. Now, I did not want this glancing to trigger at the start of the fight because now Doom can't really do any of his abilities. And my strategy is going to be medium, light, heavy. And by doing that, I was always going to have stagger on Sersi so she would never have her glancing buff up. Problem is, we ended up encountering some difficulties, and thank goodness I had an invuln boost on so that I can tank up to 3 special 3s if I need to. So we're doing okay so far. So now I'm going to go back to the strategy. We're just going to do medium, light, heavy, and we're going to put those staggers on so she doesn't get her glancing. We're going to push her over 2 bars and throw our special 3s. Wait a minute. I said push her over 2 bars. How come she only has 1 bar and then I threw the special 3? Okay, so now we're going into our Doom cycle with not as much power as we would have hoped on Sersi. The other complicating factor is because of all the buffs, we have to be careful with our power because I am running Mystic Dispersion, so I do have to throw my specials a little early at times. So now we have triggered Conflictor again, and she's almost at 3 bars of power. And then she did a heavy attack and triggered her glancing, which is a problem because now we're going to come out of the special 3 and she will not be stunned. And remember, she has 3 bars of power. That's okay. We've still got 2 more invulnerabilities left. So there goes our second. We still have 1 more, and there she's throwing off that second special 3. We're going to get this down before the fight ends. We are going to make this work. So we're going in. She still has her glancing buff up, so I can't trigger my abilities. I go to parry and throw a heavy attack, and she freaking parry stuns my heavy attack. Like, could this fight go any worse? But that's all right. We're still winning the HP battle, actually. We're at 3 bars of power. Her glancing just expired. The Conflictor is about to trigger again, actually. So when I do my first medium after this special 3, it's going to trigger the Conflictor, yeah. But that's okay because we have her stunned and we can do our little cycle. Glancing is not active. We're going to throw our special 1, steal power. Unfortunately, we didn't steal all her power, so she still has 2 bars. Now I don't want to stun her. Because then she'll be at 3 bars of power again with the Conflictor node. Well, I just said don't stun her. Thankfully, she threw a heavy, and I was able to get enough power for a special 3. Unfortunately, she has the glancing buff up, but we got really lucky, and the stun went through anyways. And because we had the glancing buff up, we weren't able to steal power, and we weren't able to get to our special 1, so we had to kill her in that last little cycle. So I am not proud of this kill, but it was very eye-opening how much can go wrong while the glancing buff is active, and with that Conflictor node, especially if you throw your special 1 with Dr. Doom and you nullify a buff, you can put a shock on the opponent, triggering the Conflictor node, so you have to be extremely careful. If you can make sure you're doing everything right in this fight, I do think Dr. Doom would be a solid option, and I would be comfortable taking this fight again with Dr. Doom, but now I will be much more equipped and prepared for all the things that could go wrong that I didn't initially anticipate, so that next time I will be more prepared. I hope this was helpful for you, or at least interesting and fun to watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.